Okay, we're going to look at a change in market equilibrium. We've got our market's in equilibrium. The equilibrium price is P0, quantity supplied equals quantity demanded equals Q0, and so everything's stable. And it will stay there unless something happens to change the market. So we're going to say this is the quantity of DVDs. Remember DVDs? You don't see them much anymore, but a lot of people bought them back in the day, right? And they still do sell them. They still are available, but you don't see a lot of them. And this is why, right? This is what's happened. So the market was in equilibrium, and then suddenly all these streaming services like Netflix and other things made it unnecessary to actually have a physical copy of the movie. You could just stream it when you wanted it. And so no, people didn't go out and buy DVDs anymore. It was a change. So we say, what happened here in the market? What was shifted? And so we say, well, the availability of streaming services, that is a change in demand. People are going to demand fewer DVDs. If we think about our list of things that shift demand, this would be a change in the price and availability of a substitute good, right? Streaming services are a substitute for DVDs, and so this substitute is more widely available, and it's going to decrease the demand for DVDs. Just very much like the increased availability of DVDs decreased the demand for VHS tapes, if anyone remembers those. But so demand's going to decrease. Fewer people want to buy it at every price. Whatever the price is, the quantity demanded is going to be lower. It's going to be a shift in of the demand curve. Shift in, shift to the left. A decrease in demand. And so as demand falls, people want less at every price. So at that original equilibrium price, you can see the quantity demanded now is less than the quantity people are willing to supply. There is, at the original equilibrium price, there's a surplus now. There's more DVDs out there than people want. So that's going to put downward pressure on price. The surplus puts downward pressure on price. And as price gets bid down, there are going to be fewer people willing to supply DVDs. There are going to be fewer DVDs supplied on the market. We don't need to shift the supply curve to show that. The negative slope of the positive slope of the supply curve shows us that. At lower prices, people aren't going to be willing to supply as much. That's captured because we've got price on the vertical axis. At a lower price, people don't want to supply as much. We can see that right there on the supply curve. So the quantity that people are willing to supply goes down because of the new lower price, and price keeps falling. Price keeps getting bid down until we get to the point where that new demand curve intersects the supply curve, until we get to the point where, given the change in demand, the quantity people want to buy now is exactly equal to the quantity people want to supply. So the new equilibrium quantity is lower. The equilibrium price has fallen, so the quantity supplied is lower, the quantity demanded is lower, the equilibrium quantity. We're now at a new stable situation where what people want to buy is exactly equal to what people want to supply, but the quantity is lower than it used to be, and the price is lower than it used to be because the demand for the product has fallen.